Welcome back, children. Welcome, my grade 1 students. Welcome in your science lesson. Yes, now today we are going to do a recalling activity, right? But before starting that, I want to show you some pictures, okay? Now, look at these pictures and then I'm going to discuss with you I'm going to ask you actually what these pictures are about. Okay, can you see my screen, students? Yes, what is this picture? This is something moving, you can say, right? And what is this picture about? Again, something is moving. And here, something is coming out, right? So what actually are these pictures about, these three pictures? When something is moving, right, something is coming out, what do you call it? It's about air, right? Now you can see air is moving. Now when air is moving, that movement of air, the moving air is called a wind, okay? Now this is also air, how air is moving around. Now this is also air, how the air is coming out of this person's mouth, right? Or this cloud, the cloud is throwing air. It's a cartoon picture, right? So that those pictures which I have shown you just now, it all tells you about air, right? And when the air moves, that moving air is called wind. That also we are going to do later on. So what else we did yesterday? We learned about air. That was fine, right? I have shown you some other pictures also. Okay. Now let's do another recalling. I'm going to show you the video and you can recall what you saw yesterday and what we discussed yesterday. See my screen, students? Yes, great. Let's go. Let's watch the video.
Air, a natural source. You need air to breathe. Yes, to live. Different forms of air include wind. Wind blows things away. Air can be filled and has a weight. Balloons are filled with air. Strong winds can be dangerous too. Ooh, even planes fly with air support. So let's learn more about air.
All right. So that means that video, you have seen it yesterday also, right? It tells you about the different properties of air, that what is air. What, now, as I have already told you, the moving air is going to, when the air moves, it is called wind, right? So, why do we need air, children? Like, who needs air actually? First of all, my question is human beings. Human beings, we all need air to breathe, right? Animals need air to breathe, correct. Who else needs air? Plants. Plants also need air because plants will not grow if there is no air, right? So air is so important. We all need air for our living, right? And where is air actually? Air is present all around us, right? If you go in our houses also, air is there. When we go out of the houses, air is there, right? So air has some weight, okay? It has some weight. So that means we cannot see the air, but yet we can feel it. We can feel the presence of air. Air also has lots of gases, right? And sometimes when the air is warm, we are going to feel hot. And when the air is cold, we are going to feel cold, right? And air also has some drops of water that makes clouds. That also I'm going to tell you in detail. Now let's see that who are the persons, like why, like I have told you, air is important for all of us to live, for all the human beings, for living things, right? Who else needs air? Why do we need air to do some work in our life? What are those things? Can anybody guess? We need air to fill in other balloons so that you can have a party. You can have a birthday party, or you can have any other parties, other occasions. On different occasions you decorate your houses with balloons, right? So balloons are also filled with air, but yet we cannot see that air, but we can feel because it has weight, right? What else do we need? What other things are there in which we need to fill in the air? Correct. We need air to fill in our tires, right? So then you can ride your bicycles. You can fill your bicycle with bicycle's tires with air, and your tire will be working, and you can go out and have a good ride. Same goes for your cars. You need air for your car's tires, right? So that you can travel in your car, in the buses, and in other this thing transportations. You all need air for the tires, right? What else is there that needs air, which is very, very important? Have you ever flied in an aeroplane? So aeroplanes flies in the sky, but what do they need? They need air. They need air to fly, right? They need air to fly, as you have seen in the video also. Aeroplane flies in the sky, so it needs air. Who else needs air to fly? Birds, correct. Birds also needs air to fly. They won't fly if there is no air. So they also need birds also need air to fly. Like if you see page 42, you can see here how this boy is filling his bicycle tire with the air. He's filling using the air pump to fill the air inside the tire. So same goes for this person. He's filling all the balloons with the air so that you can have a party, right? And see, this person is also filling air with the air pump. He's filling air in his car's tire so that he can go and he can travel and go wherever he wants to go. That means air is so, so important in our life, right? Now, what happens, children? Now, air has small water vapors. It has water droplets. Now, this air, which is filled with water vapors, it goes into the cloud. And when the cloud is filled with air, we'll have the rainfall, we'll have the rain. So, you see, air is so important for us because it is important for us to live. It is important for plants to live. It is important for animals to live. It is important for different type of activities in our lives which are very, very important. So air helps us also, like in filling tires so that you can travel, you can go here and there, right? In the same way, air is important for you to travel, to go in air, to travel by air, right? So it's very, very important. And on the other side, air is important for because air has some water droplets and these water vapors. It has some water vapors, and when these fill the clouds, it goes to the clouds because air keeps on traveling. It move around, right? Like I have shown you the picture how the air was moving. It moves and goes to the clouds, and when the cloud is filled with air, we are going to have the rainfall, right? So it means that air is so important. Now, what happens that we need air, and that is the air, which is, as I've told you, it has many gases. One of the gases, oxygen, and that oxygen is very, very important for humans to live, for plants to live, for animals to live, right? And whereas the plants, they need another gas which is called carbon dioxide. What is it called? Carbon dioxide to make their food. So human needs gas, which is that, what is that gas called? It is called oxygen. Whereas plants need the gas to make food, and that gas is called carbon dioxide, right? Okay. Now let's revise and see this presentation of mine, and you can revise everything again, what we have done and what we have learned. Now see, this is a picture of air. Now this boy is feeling relaxed because he's getting air. And what type of air is this? This is a cold air because he's getting cold air from his AC, correct. Now see, the air is moving, and so this moving air is called wind. And because of the wind is blowing so fast and so hard that the trees are moving. You can see the trees are so big and they are very difficult to move. But since the wind is that much hard and that you can say is very heavy, so it is moving the trees as well. So this man is breathing. So he is breathing with because of the or he's taking in oxygen, right? So air is so important for us because we cannot breathe without air. See this, the airplane is flying in the air, right? So all these things shows that how air is so important for you, right? It's so important for you to live, to survive in life, to do different type of work in life, right? Okay. Now there is a task that I am going to tell you that you are going to write it down in the notebook. You are going to write down the answer, that is, what is the air that we breathe called? What is the air that humans breathe and that what is that air called? It is that you will do the work that is that which air gas do we breathe and which gas do plants need? Okay. All right. Now let me write down this question. And you can write this in your notebook and you can do the task. Okay. Now, question number 1 is, which gas do we breathe? Which gas do we breathe? And which gas do plants need to make their food? Okay. Now answer I've already told you before. Now quickly do this task. You have 5 minutes and your time starts now. Okay. So time is up. Time is up, children. What is the answer to the first question? That is, which gas do we humans breathe? What is that gas called? Yes, come on. Amir, what answer you have written? Oxygen. Wow, great job, Amir. I'm so happy for you all. That's very nice. Correct answer. We breathe oxygen. So when you are writing an answer, remember that the answer should be written in a complete sentence, that we breathe oxygen. Okay. So which, and now comes the second question. Which gas do animals need? The plants needs to make their food. What is that gas called? Yes, Alia, that gas is called carbon dioxide. Good. And you have written the answer in a complete sentence. That is so nice. Very good. Good job. So that means that the lesson which we were doing about the properties of gas is, properties of air is very, very clear to you. Yes, we have discussed why do we need air. We have discussed where is air present. What does air has? It has many gases, right? And so because if the air is warm, how are we going to feel? And we have also discussed that the weight of the gas of air, because it has lots of weight, yet we cannot see, but we can feel that air. And we have also discussed who are the people who need air. Why do we need air? Why is air important? We have also discussed that. Yes. All right, that's very good. Now do remember to watch the edible videos which are already on the websites, and do like them so that they are going to be safe for you, and you can watch later on. And the other thing is, do children do your work which I'll be posting and on portal, and it's very easy. It's just about drawing pictures. Okay, so you won't be having any issues or any problems. All right. Okay, children. See you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.